Sometimes I just got to get out of the office. So today I'm going to take you with me. We're going to ride the bike, get on a boat, get over Puget Sound, go have some dinner, and come back. Sounds good? Sounds good. Let's hit the road. I had to get out of there. You ever want to just throw away all your devices or throw your phone out the window? And then when you do, you realize you made the right decision because look at this. It's been pouring rain. We even had some hail and a water spout, which is like a mini tornado yesterday. It was all over the news, people freaking out. And then today, we have 52 degrees Fahrenheit and sunny skies. Time to get out of the office. Zero, it's given. I don't really know where I'm off to, but I got a full tank of gas and a motorcycle, and it's a sunny day. So I don't really care where I'm off to, but I'm going to bring you guys along with me. Let's go get on a ferry. This is the Belltown neighborhood of Seattle, right in downtown. Nice place to be. We're gonna crest this hill here and have a nice view of the Seattle waterfront. See what the ferry schedule is. I think I know what the ferry schedule is. It's boats leaving sometime. Good enough for me. There's the Seattle Aquarium. And the waterfront. These are the piers. So each pier has a number, so you can see Pier 56. Really good shopping, restaurants, snacks. Come down here and just walk around on a sunny day, get some fish and chips. It's a good time. There's a cruise you can take for sightseeing. And as you can see, we're right in the middle of the city here. Good thing about a motorcycle is you can come down here and absolutely find parking. Wedge your bike somewhere, wherever it'll fit. We find that parking enforcement is a little lax with motorcycles, as it should be. Of course, don't quote me on that. But it is slow going, as you can see. Don't expect to get anywhere fast down here. This is quite light, traffic-wise, because it's the middle of the day and everybody's at work except me. Ivor's famous fish bar. That's a good place for some chowder. While we're sitting here at this light, I can talk to the first-person view camera here that I stuck on the handlebar. What do you guys think of that? A little bit more personable? I had to put some lighter gloves on. Those winter gloves, I think it's time to stow those away. Of course, I may be saying differently a little later when it gets cold. Ferries. What was I saying about the traffic being light? Oh, get me out of this traffic. Ferries. Let's go there. Traffic, traffic, traffic. Sitting in traffic. At least we got a nice view. Now we're in the ferry terminal. Hello. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm great.
Lane 42.
42, got it. Thanks for that. Have a good one. 42, 10, 11, 12. $8.75. What a deal. I guess we're going to Bainbridge Island. She's 42. 42. One of the only places in the US where motorcycles can jump the queue. I don't know when the sailing is. I got in line for the ferry about 3 minutes after the boat left, so I've got a long wait. Here comes our boat. Majestic. Well, now we're on Bainbridge Island. Let's see where this road takes us. I kind of feel like getting some coffee. We just rode on the ferry. It was the Washington State Ferry Tacoma was the vessel. And the Washington State Ferry Network is one of the largest in the world. Pretty interesting. Let's see about going this way. See if there's a coffee
I needed that. So we just got off the ferry. Where should we go now? I would love to look at the map, except I'm using my phone to prop up the camera. All right, camera's propped up precariously. Oh, I probably shouldn't lean on that. Petty couldn't be here with us today because it's the middle of my workday. She'll be back. We plan on going two up again on some more tours. Let me know what you thought of the ferry, if that's an unusual thing for where you live. And a grown up around here, you get used to ferries. They're just like a big floating bus. People commute on ferries. It sure is nice taking the motorcycle on the ferry though. So you get to skip the queue. It's like the only place in the US where you can skip a queue on a motorcycle like you should be able to, like anywhere else in the world. All right, I'm gonna enjoy my coffee, then we'll hit the road.
All right, Bainbridge Island. Let's get some riding done. Maybe we'll take the ferry back later at night, which would give us a really spectacular waterfront view of the city. Bainbridge is really popular with the bicycles. There's a popular bicycle route that goes around the island in a counterclockwise motion called the Chilly Hilly. It's also popular with motorcycles, but I figured we wouldn't try to ride around a bunch of cyclists. They'd probably appreciate that. Summer gloves was a good call. This Kawasaki, there's just no wind on my hands anyway, so you don't really get super cold, unlike some of the other bikes where you just got constant wind on your hands all the time and you get really, really cold. I had to find them though. Seems like so long ago that I had them out. Nice day. Nice day indeed. Really glad I got out of the office. Who knows what sort of responsibilities I neglected that will be waiting for me upon my return, but we won't worry about that now. We'll worry about that a little later.
All right, voiceover Austin here. Sorry for the disruption. It was right about here on the ride that I suddenly started to suspect that Bainbridge Island may not have been the best choice. There are no curved roads. There's very limited roads in general, and they pretty much all look like this. And here I am sitting here contemplating my decision making, having been so enthusiastic and excited about taking a ferry on a sunny day and showcasing that I just completely neglected where I should take the ferry to. Yeah, Bainbridge Island was a mistake. I realize that here fully and completely, and I admit it. I should not have come to Bainbridge Island. Here I am sitting in traffic, and it would remain this way until I made the fateful decision to go wherever the cars weren't.
Gosh, I don't remember Bainbridge Island being this crowded.
What I again neglected to think about was the fact that I was on an island, and that anywhere that cars weren't going was likely to be pretty undramatic, as we will see here.
Look where we found ourselves. Right out onto this spit here. We're just on the very end of that spit, nowhere to go.
There's birds chirping. It's very quiet. Yes, very quiet and very, very dull. At least I could look forward to dinner and going back on the returning ferry, which would likely be lovely to see. So anyway, voiceover Austin out. Thank you for your patience. They can't all be winners.
This car drove by and was like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "I don't know. I'm not lost, but I definitely don't have a plan." He looked kind of confused. Back the way we came, I suppose. Go through the last few corners here before the straightest road in the world. Pick this up when I get to the eatery. Alright, in a mile and a half we're gonna take a right, and in a few minutes we'll arrive. See how tasty this eatery could be. Mezcalitos. Sounds good. Oh, yes.
Extra spicy.
Great. Thank you, sir. That looks great. Well, that was really good. They actually tried to make it spicy. Not many restaurants take that chance. They didn't, but I could see the red pepper in there, so I know they tried, and I appreciate that. It's not really much to do out here, you know. Remember that about coming out this way, that the highlight is kind of the ferry ride. Maybe we'll have some city view getting back to Seattle on the at night. That would be kind of cool, depending on what time we catch the boat. Back on the road. It is a pleasant evening, though. You gotta admit. Next time I'm gonna take you out to the rainforest, the temperate rainforest. There's nothing like the forest out here in Washington. They're very impressive. To the ferry terminal, Bremerton to Seattle ferry. A little bit longer boat ride. Be there in 10 minutes or so. Everything out here there's a big Navy base in Bremerton. So everything out here is sort of military themed. We're on Arsenal Way right now. Naval Avenue. Bremerton's a nice place to be. I should have just come straight to Bremerton. Don't know what I was thinking. Oh, okay, gotta get in this lane. Hello, how are you doing? Which lane to Seattle?
The cars are loaded, so go ahead down lane 1.
Lane 1, gotcha. Hey, thanks, man. There's no way we're gonna go straight on the boat without a line, right? Oh, no way. Last call, look at that. All the way up? Thank you. Front row center. How about that? That's just cool. How about that for timing? Not a bad place to live, huh? Imagine having a house like that. Not bad at all. Right on the water. You can have a pet starfish. That'd be pretty cool to have a pet starfish. I'd have a pet starfish. Seattle to Bremerton is what we're on now. Well, Bremerton to Seattle. And then the first one was Seattle to Bainbridge. Pretty popular ferries. I'm hoping the boat will be pointed right at Seattle in the dark, and we'll get to see the city skyline at night. Back to the office and work until about midnight and take care of all the things I neglected when I left abruptly in the middle of the day. Back to civilization. We're gonna go through Pioneer Square here. First Avenue in downtown Seattle. Pike's Market, we just passed. Pike Place Market. Thank you so much for riding along with me today, even though it wasn't the most exciting. But any day out on the bike is a good day out on the bike. And we got to see some pretty beautiful scenery from the ferry. That's our Puget Sound. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more adventures on the Kawasaki and other bikes. We've got a lot of ideas. We're excited to take you along with us. Thanks so much for watching. Okay, bye. Everybody's going that way, so I'm just going to go this way. We'll keep on that sort of decision making until we get out of some traffic. Plagued by traffic. Pulling into a Mexican restaurant. That seems to be the theme. Maybe we'll just eat Mexican food in every video. I wouldn't mind.